This is the Atlantic Sun Media Day interviews, and this is Bill Topping along with Coach Bria here at Stetson. We're talking women's basketball, and Stetson's women's basketball team has been very successful the last few years. I think we had, in fact, I'm sure we had a 23-win season last year. This is 2 years in a row with postseason bursts and tournaments. Had a ASUN championship, an ESPN highlight a couple of years ago with one of your players over and over again. What do we expect this year, Coach? What are we looking for?
Well, I think it's going to be, I've got a lot of kids back, and it's going to be fun. It's been fun so far. I think you're going to see a team that plays extremely hard, as we always have, and they're going to play together. I feel like that things for us this year, I feel like will be more polished. Things will run smoother. Our seniors have done a great job of really leading and just helping our freshmen, our new players, really advance and develop. So it's been fun for me because I've had to do less coaching, and I think anytime your team can come together and the players really invest and really, the team is theirs and they act like it's theirs. That's a lot of fun. So even in practice, it's been a lot more fun for me, and I really like it because we've changed up some things, but a lot of it we've kept the same. So it's really nice to have them, and they've done a great job. They've been a group that have come back. They're very hungry. They weren't happy with last year's season. I think because 2 years ago, when you win the league and you get to play in the greatest show on earth, it's tough to finish second. So I think they're very hungry. They've worked hard over the summer. So I've been very pleased with where we are so far.
Well, as a big Hatter fan, as well as working the games, I can tell you that it's been a real joy to watch the last couple of years. And something I've noticed is that there's a turnover when you are successful. You lose assistant coaches, so you've got some new people this year.
Yeah, I do. They've been great. We've been fortunate that we've had success, but also with that, you do lose your good people. But we've added a couple of really good coaches as well. Pam Brown worked with me at the University of Miami, played for Katie Meyer at UNC Charlotte, and she's played for Amanda Butler, who's now the coach at Florida. So she's had some really good coaches. I ended up hiring her from University of North Texas, and worked under a great coach named Karen Ashton, who's now the head coach at University of Texas. So Pam's a great floor coach. She's really good with our kids. She works with our post players, and she's done a really good job for us. Jenna Burkett is the other young woman I've hired, had come to us from Lenore-Ryan, and was basketball operations at James Madison. So she has seen and was a great player at Robert Morris. So she's seen a lot of good coaching and was a great player herself. So those two really give us a lot of energy and a lot of good on the floor coaching. Nicole Woods is back, always recruiting, but has really done a great job so far being on the floor, having a year under her belt. So they're a big help, and they certainly make my job a lot easier.
Well, some things that lead into your job and expectations, of course, the preseason polls are out. The coaches poll, they expect you to be the top of the conference this year, and so they'll be gunning for you in that sense. However, your non-conference is also very difficult this year. Tell me a little bit about that.
Bill, it's the hardest schedule we've had in the 5 years I've been here. It's really hard. We open up with Hofstra over at the Ocean Center. And Hofstra, I think their RPI was 75. They're a great team. Run a dribble drive offense. They press the whole time. We're going to really see where we are with that game. The very next day, we go to South Florida. We play away. It's a brand
always tough, aren't they, Coach?
They are, and it's their brand new building that they have. It's a doubleheader with the men, so it's going to be a tough atmosphere. So our first two games, we will see exactly where we are. But I think we've got FAMU at home. We've got Florida State on the schedule. I don't think we have any easy opponents. So it's going to really prepare us really for our conference and for hopefully postseason play.
And speaking of the conference, it's changed a little. Belmont is out. Northern Kentucky is in. And will that alter anything except for one less trip to Nashville? Now you got to go to Kentucky. But what do you expect from the new team in town, so to speak?
I haven't seen Northern Kentucky play this past year. I did see them 2 years ago, and they were national champions not too long ago, but I know that area is very good. They've done a great job, as far as getting players. They run a good system. Now, they have a new coach this year, so I don't know a lot about them. I was happy to see Belmont go out, quite honestly, because Belmont always gives us fits. We always had a hard time. I really do like their coaching staff, but I did tell them I was happy to see them leave the league. But when you add Northern Kentucky, I don't think it gets any easier for any of us. But we'll see. I think the conference will be better than last year. I think it'll be a lot better from top to bottom. I think we have a lot of teams who have, a lot of players back, not just us.
Yes.
So, I think it's going to be I think the league this year will be harder than last year from top to bottom.
Speaking of players back, Victoria McGowan came in as a transfer, very quiet young lady, stepped up. Has been tremendous, especially the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Preseason ASUN Player of the Year, was Player of the Year last year. Hard to believe it could get much better, but I'm sure she's trying. What are you looking for from and what makes her different? I mean, she stands out, obviously.
Yeah. Well, I think she's so talented, but I think Victoria has decided that she wants to be a leader. Last year's team, they could not handle success. We would win games, and we won a lot of games, particularly early, because of our talent. And I think, winning can give you a false sense of really where you are. And I think, that they just could not, they weren't mature enough to handle success. I think Victoria, she's grown a lot, and the team, as Victoria goes, the team will go. If Victoria has high energy, the team will have high energy. If Victoria, if she's playing hard, our team tends to play hard. So I think she understands now the impact she has on the group. It's not, she's more outside of herself, and she really has come in. Really, she wants to get some stuff done. She's on a mission, and she's decided to be a great leader. It's really more about the group and winning, and I think, she's always wanted to win. I think that's what makes her different. When we go out and play and practice, anything they do, she wants to win. She wants to be on the winning team.
I've actually noticed that in
yeah,
drills.
She does. She gets mad in practice. But I think the difference is she understands now she's got to make the group better. She can't have it all on her shoulders, that she needs the team to get where we want to go. And, she's done everything she can so far to get us there. But she has growth to do in regards to just being a leader and being more verbal, and she's done that.
Well, now she's got 4 other seniors on the team with her this year.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of seniors, something you didn't have any last year.
Right.
So does this make it easier or harder or different, or what's the change mean?
Well, I think it makes it easier. I think Victoria is still really our leader, though. I do think Shanasa Sanders is right up there as well. She's a player that gives high energy. She plays hard. She plays tough. She transferred to us from the Big East, so she obviously knows what a high level's about. So, but I look at players like an Ashley Dennis and Janelle Mills. They were my first recruiting class. These 2 players have improved. It's just unbelievable where they've come since their freshman year. I think both of those players, they're going to be impact players for us because they've decided that they really want to. This is it for them. They want to go out with a bang, and they want to leave it all on the court. And, they've worked hard over the summer. They've improved a ton. And then Ashley Bice's transfer that we had that will be a senior, and again, we'll get to play finally, who's a great shooter, but has fit in very well with what we do. So, but it's going to be fun. I think. I anticipate them to leave everything they have on the court. Last year I felt like we saved a little bit, but this year I don't see that happening at all.
Well, we're looking forward to it, Coach. I know you have big expectations from your team. I can tell you, as a Hatter fan, we do as well.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be the kind of season that the 5 seniors. We're looking for another run, and I know you want to provide that.
Well,
So
I know you all
yeah,
are. We're all very
I'm
aware.
probably the worst of all of them, tell you the truth, Coach.
that you guys are looking for another run. So, we just got to get better every day, and I think if we do what we're supposed to do, I think we'll be right there, and I think we'll have a great chance.
All right, Coach. Thanks for your time. I
Thank you.
appreciate the interview.
Yeah.